So back to the basics of Pyanodon's mods. The goal at the start is to get non-zero of red science, but in order to get to that, you're going to need to have a number of things. You are even going to need tin. That's why I need this, by the way, is because for something here, I need the bricks. Yeah, I need the bricks because I need to make a tailings pond for the DDC to store the excess tar that's going to come out of this to make the coke, which is going to feed into the algae substrate. And I need tin for soil extractors, because you need soil extractors for the crystal mine, you need soil extractor for soil for the algae plantation, so you need at least 2 soil extractors. Keep making those. See, I am copper limited now, so I need to expand the copper, but many of these are going into additional coal. Alright. Then the rest of these 3 will go into additional copper. Huzzah! That is a really nice titanium. Yeah, that is a really, really nice titanium. Too bad I can't use it. Shift C. Give me things. More copper. More! I need more! Oh yeah, and I've set the, I've set even distribution to make sure that it leaves me with at least 5 when I do, the Shift C stuff. Yeah, I need more copper, and I need more, of the glorious stuff. Yes, the glorious stuff. The coal. Now, I'm not as concerned, by the way, about the coal. And it being down here when everything else is, like, over this way. I'm not worried about coal / power to feed into the, trains. Primarily because, well, at the moment, coal is mushrooms, so if ever I need a fueling station for trains, I can literally make a fueling station anywhere on the map with a sufficient number of mushroom farms. Just as a point of reference, that is totally a thing. Alright, now that I am starting to get a lot more of this, I will need more copper, just because I'm going to need a lot of copper for the circuits going forward, so as I continue building out this copper, bear that in mind. How many is this? 2, 4, 8? 10. I mentioned something about 10, right, of this, and like about half that here. Well, we're gonna be mostly in parity, actually. Ooh, yes. That's also why I want the stone bricks. I sort of forgot about that. That'd be the other reason to have the stone bricks. Because they're needed for the stone water wells. Now, I'm hesitating making more. One, two, three, four. Yeah, let's add these, get that set up, head back, grab coal, head up here, feed things. And I think it'll be that time to start transitioning, making transport belts, making inserters, all that good stuff as we begin to think about transitioning into electricity. Make a few of those. Because, you know, I've got the wood for it at this point. I have a little bit of coal. I think I got a little bit of coal. Do I want the extra third on you? 0.63? Well, a third wouldn't even... It would be more than, it would fill it fully. So I think I'll leave it at 2. There'd be a slight waste of production there. Alright. What else? Yeah, let's start making engine and boiler. And I need a lot of belt. Like, oh, please reach. Yes, thank you. Even distribution is a wonderful mod. It does fantastic things. And now that I have so many of those, it's gonna be great. What do I really want? You. You. Because first thing will be first, and that will be the power automation. And I will do this with the offshore pump, not with a stone water well. Because the water is really close to the coal there. Ah, glorious copper. Let's see. We're not idle as much anymore. If in case you couldn't tell, we're not as idle anymore. Now that we're starting to transition and are actively collecting stuff. So now I get to think about how the base is actually going to be laid out at this phase of the game. Remembering that once we transition, we're basically abandoning all of this anyway. So the initial power, how will it be oriented? And where will it live? It will probably live here. And the way that I'm going to do this is this way. I need you there. I need a gap 1. I need this and that. And that's gonna give me my spacing. I hate that this covers resources, but I don't have much of a choice on this front. But what I do have is the ability to do this to save a little bit on the initial resources. I don't even need 2 of these at the start. I do need an inserter. Burner inserter's fine for now. I need the... I don't have enough iron for an underground. That's sad. Need at least 1 set of undergrounds to go across the stuffs. Alright. More resources! You can see the walking, the back and forth walking here. This is only the beginning of the walking. The mostly walking. Alright, so give me some of that, and some of that. Start making a few of those. Just using my resources. Alright, we have you. How convenient. You need 1 over. Is that worth it? I don't think so. This is 10 pipes. Yeah, no. I'll change it at some point, but yeah, here we go. And that. And there. I am tempted to, plop that with that. And start filling a chest. Wow, I have a little bit of coal. Just a little bit. But we are about at that midway point of the stream, which is convenient that we are just getting into that electricity transition at this point, because this would be the break time at the halfway point of the stream. And there's my alarm to tell me, hey, we are at that time to take a brief break. So I will be getting up, stretching the legs, using the restroom, doing all that wonderful stuff for the next 3-ish minutes. I will be back shortly, where we will be continuing our transition into electricity and into traditional electric mining, along with all of the automation that would also entail. I shall be back shortly. And I have returned. Alright, we left off with transitioning into electric power, beginning the transition into electric power. We've got the power itself automated at this point, which is always nice. Nice little milestone to achieve. But yeah, I need a little bit of transport belt before I can do any other transitions. At this point, and I need lots and lots and lots of iron, because this is going to be a bit of a pain. Yes, early game always takes a while. A while. Make sure that I am grabbing things as they appear. Let's see, I think I've got a relatively sufficient amount of wood for now. In fact, what I'm going to do with this wood is I'm going to shove in to the chest a bunch of it, so that I don't accidentally use it. Because that would not be great. That would not be great. if I accidentally use it. So yeah, in order to shove the coal into stuff, it's just Shift-C with even distribution, and that will distribute it as evenly as possible throughout all of the entities that can take it on the coal. Now, it used to be that even distribution by default would try to maintain like a full stack of coal in your inventory, so you would have to override that behavior by going into the settings per player here, inventory cleanup custom trash, and you would have to manually set coal to some lower value. But I think that they fixed that at some point, so I don't think you have to do that anymore. But just so that you're aware, that was a thing. That was a thing that happened. It existed. Yeah, I'm gonna need like lots of mining drills. Let's go ahead and do this to expand the power as well. Yeah, this is a wonderful idea. And then this, by the way, will transition into being what feeds the iron. Now, a few points to note as we continue in the design here. We don't have access to underground belts or splitters yet. You can't get them until after you set up the initial handcrafting of your red science. This is why I was saying that this is going to take a lot of belt. That this is going to take a lot of belt. It's because I can't really share lines. I can't share lines. So I need at least 2 lines of coal up for these two, and I need tin, so I need 3 lines of coal that go up in this general direction. So, the way that I'm going to do this... Oh, right, I need that as well. The way that I'm going to have to do this, if I don't want to go crazy... No, how should I do this? How should I do this? Should I try to just handcraft? Should I just not do the electric mining drills on the copper? I don't know. I do not know. Also, if I didn't have stone water wells, which I'm going to make one now, that would make getting tin even harder. Like, that would make tin really difficult to get. That's just for reference's sake. But here, this is all to just get to the point of even handcrafting the red science. Technically speaking, I don't need to transition away from this to get to handcrafting of red science, but I do at the very least need to get coal to the processing of tin. To do tin processing. So at the very least, I need coal here. And I didn't even design this correctly because of that. So what's going to have to happen is I'll need coal in, like here. And then we'll have a few of those. And that's going to be how that is handled. Build a few of these. If I do electric boilers, I would need to add them in the form of a mod, because there are no electric boilers in Pyanodon's mods by default. Sadly. It's highly unfortunate that there are no electric boilers by default in Pyanodon's mods. I actually like the, I don't know, are they Bobs or are they Angels? I always forget. But in Bob's Angels, one of them, there are electric boilers. Oh, Sniper made a boiler mod. Alright. Interesting. Let's see, how much... Oh, yeah, that's a few per second. That's a few per second. Just note that it caps at 100 per cycle. So even though these say like 452 per second on these and 365, you're not really getting that as far as I'm aware. Unless it is truly different and you truly do get this output. Vanilla caps at 100. Angels adds the electric boiler. Yeah. With Angel's Petrochem. Alright. Yeah, because I think by default, unless this has changed, vanilla pump jacks output at a max of 100 units of fluid per cycle. Not per second, per cycle. So I can only imagine that the derricks here are the same. So even though it says 349, 365, you're still limited to only 100 units per cycle, which is a full pipe, you know? You're limited by the pipe per cycle. Anyway, I need to bring this over / down. The joy of laying belt. And I really don't care that I'm covering over those, for reference. And then just one of those is fine. Bring power over. On top of this, I would need another one of these for the quartz. Once I get the quartz going. Speaking of getting the quartz going, and everything else going, I need the tin first. So let's get the tin going. Let us get tin. And I'll just, I guess, live with this for now, because there's really no point in doing 3 of these belts this long from down there. 2 is already a lot, having to get over to the quartz as well. Now, feeding the DDC for the coke. How many inserters? I need more inserters. This is not hard, actually, because it's as simple as that. And then the... Gosh, what is the... Oh, right, I need a thing! One of those, yeah, one of those. Those are great. Do that. Come on. I need the vent. I need the vent! And then how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Da-da, da-da. And as soon as this vent comes up to get rid of the coal gas, that'll be one step down. One line to go into boxes. That might work, actually. Yes. That would work. One line that splits yeah, that gets inserters fed into boxes, and then those boxes into 3 other lines. That would be a makeshift splitter. It would be limited by the throughput of a single inserter, though, and I would need, or it would be throughput limited by the inserters. It would need a lot of boxes to work properly, slash a lot of inserters to work properly. But yes, that is actually viable. So yes, I think we may try that. I need more more drills. More drills are required. I don't know, because this uses stone bricks. 100 stone bricks versus 5 on the gas vent. I mean, it's 10 pipes, 10 iron versus 15 and 20. So this is more iron, but bricks take longer. Anyway. Slash, I don't have as many bricks producing right now. Yeah, so I think I will do that. So thank you for that suggestion. That is actually a good suggestion. To basically just put inserters along the singular line, and then you can remove them in however many other lines you want coming off of it. So yeah, that should work, and it should be fine. Regardless, what I need here is steam. Steam comes from boilers, which I will leech off of here. Use one of these, please. Thank you. This, yeah. So each boiler can make 60 units per second of steam. So that feeds like 12 mining drills for tin. So I'm not worried about that. What I do need, though, is a lot of pipe. A lot of pipe. So just gather more resources here. Probably have a bit of copper. Yeah, of course. Now we're going to start being limited by the handcrafting speed, by the way. Progression will eventually get limited by that handcrafting speed. So I have this for good reason. Here or here? Probably there. That would be good. Why do I have a... Hold up. What? What? Huh? How do I have one? How do I have one? That confuses me. Where's the other one? Who's got my other one? These are always paired. How am I not paired? I don't know. Help me. Please. So I need undergrounds there. Doink, I need underground. Minimum there, there, and there. Why not rotate the thing? Because I'm thinking that I'm probably going to have more than one boiler. Maybe. Have a second boiler. I just plan for expansion, and this, like, the expansion is down. I probably placed one by the power, most likely. This is why I need a radar right now. I immediately need a radar. Speaking of which, hi, you need water. No, I didn't. I don't. That's weird. That's freaky. Where did you go? Yeah. All right. Like, where did it go? I don't know. It's not like they're used in anything, really. All right. I should be able to tell because they are colored. But I don't know. It's not screaming at me anywhere. Freaky. Very weird. Don't know where that lost pipe to ground went. Oh, hi. We have tin! Glorious tin! As for the output, doesn't matter. Does not matter. In fact, I have too many. Probably too many. For this. Yeah. Because tin accrues 40 units before it gives its initial result. A new start without PyAL, because PyAL is at least 2 or 3 months from being actually ready. Just for reference. It's hardly half done right now, and when it is released, it is going to take a while before it is fully balanced as well, and the bugs are beaten and smashed into smithereens. So it's going to be a while before it's truly ready for consumption for the most part. So that's why I'm doing this without Alien Life. It's just not ready yet. And I don't foresee it being ready for quite some time. So please, Pyanodon, King Arthur, take your time. Do what needs doing. And all of that good stuff. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Tons of coal just going in. Alright, let's start this transition then. Why not continue the other base? Because the other base wasn't designed well. Like, just being completely honest, the other base is not designed well. I make no guarantees as to this base being designed well, but the other one was not going to scale easily without having to rebuild, like, most of it. So, and it was very, very, very limited by UPS at that point. So, yeah. Alright, where am I going to split this? How am I going to split this? What am I going to do when I split this? I need a lot more belt. I need chests. We're going to do 3 per split. Do do da 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 da. I mean, this is still a fair bit of belt, but I can do this close, and I can do the other, just bring it right here-ish.